Hello amazing investors. In today's video, still on my documentary and road trip around Uyo Akwa Ibom State, I'm going to be taking you on a drive to one of the most luxury estates here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State. This is a place you can easily connect with high network individuals, a place with high security, a place where your kids can attend schools with keys of the rich, a place with complete peace of mind, good serenity, well-tarred road interconnectivity. Then, if you are looking for such estate, this is the place to consider. Now, one of the unique thing about this estate is that this is the place the past governor of Akwa Ibom State, who is also the current sitting Senate president, in the person of Senator Godswill Akpabio, built his own house. That is to tell you what to expect in such an estate. So I'm taking you on a drive around this estate. You can see how beautiful this place is. You can see the greenery, the good road network. Okay, the class of houses that are built here will tell you that this place is actually one of the best places to consider living here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State if you want to connect with high network individuals. This estate, investors, is called the Shelter Afrique Estate. If as an investor you want a place, you want to buy a land and build houses that will enable you have fast returns on investment, recoup your invested funds in a very short time, either through rentals or through short-let or through Airbnb, then the Shelter Afrique Estate is that place to consider. Now, lands in the Shelter Afrique sells for tens of millions, okay, from about 20 million to over 200 million, depending on the location. Investors, what a beautiful estate to live in here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State. Okay, one thing about this estate also is that it has a football pitch where lovers of football can also come out to play football. You can see how well connected this road is. You can see how well tarred. You can see how nice the environment is. You can see how beautiful the houses here in the Shelter Afrique Estate is looking. Okay, also in this video, as an investor who understands land banking, okay, and understands the direction of development when it comes to property, if you cannot afford to buy land in the Shelter Afrique extension because it is expensive, then you can move further ahead. There's somewhere I'll also introduce to you where you move further ahead called the Shelter Afrique extension and buy land cheaper and wait for development to come in. So we are approaching the football pitch here in Shelter Afrique. Okay, you can see people playing football. This is somewhere you can just come and relax or watch football, and if you also want to exercise yourself, you can also play football with them. Now, when we'll leave this aspect, we are also going to be approaching the house of the current sitting governor, Senator Godswill Akpabio. Okay, so investors, watch this video to the end as I show you the house of the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, currently the sitting Senate president of Nigeria. Okay, so we are approaching the house. Okay, that is the house you can see, we are approaching the house. This is it. Soon you will see is signage, okay, on the street. Okay, so that is the signage there. So this is the Godswill Akpabio's residence here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State. So investors, if you need to invest in the Shelter Afrique Estate, or you need to invest in the Shelter Afrique Extension, reach out to me. I'll be able to guide you. Own a property here, and trust me, you'll be happy with it. Continue watching the video as I tell you about the Shelter Afrique Extension. Thank you.
Amazing investors, your route of victory wealth is still in the city of Uyo Akwa Ibom State. Okay, showing you around Akwa Ibom State, how beautiful this state is, and why you should own a property investment here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State. So currently where I am is called the Shelter Afrique. I did a road drive from the major express road, which is the airport road, into the Shelter Afrique, okay? Because I'll be introducing us to some property investment in the Shelter Afrique extension, but I wanted to show you how Shelter Afrique itself looks like. Behind me, you can see the lovely building behind me. This building belongs to the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, and Godswill Akpabio, okay? So that building behind me is the Godswill Akpabio building, and it is located here in Shelter Afrique. I'll just take a little walk. Just to show you around how the Shelter Afrique looks like, okay? So this is Shelter Afrique. It is a beautiful part of Uyo Akwa Ibom State. It is an estate here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State. Okay, imagine the other building just behind me. We have very, very lovely buildings in the Shelter Afrique. This part of Uyo Akwa Ibom State is well developed. Even to this other side, you can also see these buildings on this other side. Now, I will put a link in the description. You will see a road drive, okay? You see a road drive down to the Shelter Afrique. You can also see how beautiful the environment is. So investors, I'll be introducing us to some properties in the Shelter Afrique extension, which is just behind, okay? Yeah, development has not really gone there fully, but one thing about property investment is once you see an area that has experienced an high level of development and you cannot afford to buy the properties in that place, what you do as an eagle-eye investor is to move further down away from that particular area and buy properties, because trust me, the development you see in a major area will begin to transcend into further areas that are not well developed, and before you know, those areas becomes developed and property begins to get expensive. So in the Shelter Afrique, in the major Shelter Afrique Estate, okay, property sells in tens of millions, from about 40 million naira, okay, from our 40 million, 50 million, 30 million naira. But if you cannot afford that, you can move further ahead to the Shelter Afrique extension, okay, where you can buy properties below 10 million naira for, say, properties for, say, 8 million, 7 million, 6 million naira, 5 million naira, or even 4 million naira. So I'm going to show you, okay, the part of this place that, okay, moves into the Shelter Afrique extension. So down to that part, okay, once you leave this area, this whole area is the Shelter Afrique. Then down to that part, the road you can see down to that part leads into the Shelter Afrique extension. So I'll be giving you some recommendations where you can invest in the Shelter Afrique extension. Investors, is your route of victory wealth. I bring you investment opportunities that are safe, that are secured, in strategic locations that commands great value and gives you the investors huge returns on investment. And this is all about Uyo investment. So reach out to me. My numbers are scrolling on the screen, and I will assist you own a property investment or more here in Uyo Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much for watching this video, investors, and as usual, God bless you.